Hi guys. So has that ever happened to you that you have faced any difficulties, technical difficulties in giving your ACCA remote examination? Your internet did not support you. Your laptop backed out at the last moment. So there are a lot of situations that could happen when you're giving an ACCA remote examination. And after certain things happen, you happen to panic that what happens next, because ACCA examinations are not cheap. They are they are costly. So you have to take all of those money invested in your mind. So today we're going to talk about what are the actual options that are available to you when you give an ACCA remote examination, and certain circumstances happen that negatively affect your capability of giving that examination. So hi, I'm Ashton Bansal from ACCAdemy, and today we are going to talk about how to rebook an ACCA remote examination, provided that you faced certain technical difficulties. So it can always happen that you have booked an ACCA remote examination, because those are always helpful in always helpful in keeping you in a safe environment. You are giving those examinations at the comfort of your home. So, but there are a lot of things that could happen, and you have to take care a lot of things. For example, that your internet connection should be perfect on that day. In India, we do have a lot of power cuts, so we have to take that in account, that there are no certain power cuts in that 1 hour or 3 hour examination, whichever level you are giving. So let's talk about what are the options that are available to us, or how to rebook an ACCA remote examination. I am myself an ACCA student, so I'll be showing you the My ACCA portal, on where do you find the rebook option, and I'll be also explaining you certain cases or instructions that ACCA gives. I'll also be providing you the link with the instructions by ACCA and the eligibility criteria for rebooking in the description of this video. So first of all, let's have an overview of what is an ACCA remote examination. So ACCA remote examinations are basically that you can give the examination at the comfort of your home. For example, even though I live in Gurgaon, but the nearest center that is in my city is around 1.5 to 2 hours away from your home. So that kind of traveling on the exam day, I don't think so makes sense. So I always preferred remote examinations over center examinations, and provided that I have given all of my examinations as remote examinations, I think I am eligible to answer certain queries based on remote examinations. So first of all, what are the reasons that makes you eligible for rebooking an examination? First could be illness. Let's just for take an example that you got diagnosed with COVID-19, and for some or the other reason you cannot give your examination, right? So that is a very valid reason that you aren't well, or you are suffering from a disease such as COVID-19, so you actually cannot sit for your examination. Second could be technical issues. Your laptop backed out at the last moment. Your webcam wasn't working. I mean, it was working in the system test, but when you started checking in for the examination, your camera did not support you. So that could be one thing. Personal emergency. There can be any circumstances that happen. So there's certain personal emergency that came up while you were giving the examination, or certain circumstances that led to a negative performance. So I'll be covering mitigating circumstances, that is negative circumstances that that affected your exam performance, in my next video. So today this video is going to be only related to rebooking an examination, and about the mitigating circumstances, that what are mitigating circumstances and how are you eligible for filing that, I'll be telling it in my next video. So stay tuned. Okay, so steps to take when rebooking an examination. So rebooking an examination is a very straightforward process. I'll just show you that how a rebooking, actual rebooking takes place. So first of all, I would say that you should go to your My ACCA portal. So as you can see that this is My ACCA portal. I am a student myself who has completed 7 papers of ACCA. So I can actually tell you. So here in these tabs, there are certain FAQs, there are some certain post-exam options that you have when you have sat for the examination, but due to certain situations or anything, you weren't able to complete your examination, on anything could have happened. So I'll be attaching these links in the description of this video. These are free resources that are provided by ACCA, right? So let's talk about where do you find the rebooking option. So as you know that we book our examination through this option, book an exam option. When we click on this, I recently sat for my taxation examination. So I can show you that well, if you haven't sat for an examination yet, you will just see the option for launch examination here. There shall be a button for launch examination. But when you're like here, I have given my taxation UK examination, and when you have successfully attempted your examination, you have exam attempted. Now, after you attempt your examination, ACCA has a very, I would say that it's a very good option that is very helpful and that is very beneficial for the students. They think about the students, which I think is very good on the side of a professional body such as ACCA. So if you were impacted by a technical issue, you have the option to rebook an examination, but you can rebook the examination to the next. I mean, rebook doesn't mean that you have to book it for the next attempt, but you can book it for week two. Now, if you might know that the important dates for ACC examinations are 4 to 8 September. That is week one of the examination. That is, ACCA exams are always held in the first week of its attempt, right? But if you have faced any such issue in your examination, you can certainly rebook and sit for your exam again the next week. Next week, that is 4 to 8 September is the first week, and after 8 September, the next week, that is, for example, if I had my taxation exam on 5th September, that was a Tuesday, that is yesterday, and I faced any issue in while giving that examination, I can always sit for that examination in the next week, that is next Tuesday. So that is something that is very good, I would say. Now you have taxation UK, you can exam attempted, and you can click on the rebook option. Now when you click on the rebook option, I would not click it because I have successfully attempted my examination, and I don't know, I actually do not want to play with my results. So so when you rebook an exam, so basically you have to agree and continue. As you have already made the payment, you do not have to pay anything extra. As you can see, you might have paid around 135 GBP or more, depending upon your examination. So when you are paying for an examination, and due to any reason you weren't able to complete it or anything that happened, you can always click on the rebook option. Now the people who have not given the examination, or I mean, yeah, so the deadline for rebooking this examination is within 48 hours of giving that examination, because obviously you shouldn't be waiting for more than 2 days if you faced any issues while giving your examination, right? So it's always good that you as soon as you feel that you have faced any such issue while creating while giving your examination, you should certainly go for a rebook. And when you rebook, your first attempt, that is the attempt that you gave, shall not be counted. Okay, that is the first thing. And let's talk about the eligibility criteria for rebooking the examination. And I have here. So the post-exam options eligibility is that first, that you have to check in for your examination. That is, it's not like ACCA would allow you to rebook just that you haven't even checked in. Like you have your examination at 12 o'clock and you just woke up and said that I do not want to give the examination, I rebook. That is not the case. You cannot do that. You have to check in for your examination. That is, you have to connect with your proctor and you have to complete the process that is there for check-in, because ACCA should know that you were in an exam environment and you wanted to give the examination, right? Because you just can't wake up someday and just say that I do not want to give the examination. That doesn't work. Second, you have to face and experience a technical issue during an examination. Now, technical issue is from your side, yes, that your internet did not work, but at the same time, the proctor that would be looking over your examination should also be satisfied that yes, you are facing a technical issue. For example, I'll tell you my case. When I was giving my examination, there was a certain 5 to 10 minutes of period wherein my proctor wasn't able to see me. I do not know. Maybe it was because of certain maybe the internet connection or my webcam backed out. I do not know what happened. So whenever this case happens, the proctor when I was giving that examination, the proctor asked me that we shall be giving you, you know, 5 more minutes, and then we'll be connecting you over the phone. So this happens if they are not able to solve your query within the chat option that is available to you during the exam. They'll try to contact you through your phone number which you have given during your check-in, right? So when you have given when they contact you, actually they'll just say, maybe they'll try to solve the problem, and if they are not, they'll mark it as there was a technical difficulty faced by the student. So in my case, that didn't happen. Within 5 minutes, the proctor was fine again, and she was able to see me. So everything was just good. Now, now let's talk about the eligibility criteria to cancel your examination. Now, what is cancellation? That in case you do not want to rebook your examination, you just want to cancel it. That there are certain cases wherein you think that even in week 2 I would not be able to give my examination. You certainly have the option to cancel your examination. Now, to meet the rebook criteria, sorry, in order to meet in addition to meeting the rebook criteria, you should also meet these two criteria. Now, what are these? You have to successfully pass the mandatory system test. Now, you must know that you have to have a pass in your system test before, I guess, 48 hours prior to sitting for your examination. Only then you will be allowed to sit to cancel for your to cancel or revoke your examination. I'm really sorry for the mistakes. And if you perform multiple mandatory system tests ahead of the exam, the last mandatory system test would be taken in. Now, if you know, if you have given the remote examination, you must know that when you are giving a check-in, when you're checking in for the examination, you always have to do a system test. So that system test would be considered as your last system test because you checked in successfully for the examination. And if it failed, then ACCA would not be helping you because it was your responsibility to find a fit system that would that would help in hosting your remote examination. And if that is not possible at your end, that is your mistake. ACCA would not be helping you, so please keep that in mind. Okay. Now, if you do not meet the eligibility criteria, either rebook, you will not be able to use your post-exam options. As I just said, that you have to meet those criteria, or else ACCA would be like, "Nahi bhaiya, we cannot help you," right? So let's talk about cancellation restrictions. In may be necessary for ACCA to remove the option for individual student to cancel as a result of technical issues. Now, in exceptional circumstances wherein they feel that you cheated, or maybe you were like that, I am not able to solve this paper, I need more time to prepare, and you just created a fake technical glitch, ACCA can remove the option for rebooking or cancelling your examination. So that is something you have to keep in mind, that people who give remote examinations think that, yeah, maybe if we are not able to solve certain questions, or if there is if we feel the exam is too hard for us, we do tend to create a fake technical glitch. So that does not work. As I just said, the proctor verifies if you had a technical glitch or not, and in case ACCA is not satisfied that you had a technical glitch and is satisfied that you created a fake glitch, they can certainly remove the post exam options that are available to you. Okay. So how to complete mandatory system test video is available, and it is a very easy process. Whenever you have booked your examination, you have a very simple option of run system test. You can click this, perform system test, and you can have a good system test wherein they'll check your mic, your speaker, and your right. So that is very simple. Now, rebook using exam planner. You can obviously rebook the examination. Your original exam attempt will not be marked, as I just said. It is possible to retract a rebooking. It is not possible to retract a rebooking request once you have rebooked. You have to sit for that examination, and rebooking must be made at least 48 hours, as I just said. Now, you can cancel your exam. You can only cancel your exam after rebook option has passed. That is, 48 hours have passed, and you must do so before the cancellation deadline. Now, the cancellation deadline is available here. You can see exam cancellations must be received by 20th September. That is, you have to, if in case you do not want to rebook and you want to cancel your examination, you can do so by 20th September, right? And you can and as I just said, that mitigating circumstances I'll be taking up in my next video, and canceling your exam and receive credit. So in case you do not want to rebook and you think that you shall not be able to do it, you can just cancel your exam and rebook. So So this was basically these are the post-exam options that are available to you that ACCA provides us, right? So there can be certain things that could affect your exam performance. So it's not like students tend to it's not like that you have to panic a lot, because I have seen various friends of mine who are doing ACCA, and certain other students too, that who tend to panic that they faced a certain technical difficulty, they weren't able to complete their examination on time, or basically not the time thing, but their system did not support them, and a lot of things can actually happen. So these are certain options that yes, ACCA cares for you, ACCA thinks for you, and ACCA has always given the option for rebooking or canceling your examination. So if you're thinking that you have paid 135 GBP, that roughly translates to 15 to 16,000 rupees, and if there is certain technical glitch that came up your way, so you do not have to think that you just wasted a 15 to 16,000 rupees, but instead you can always use certain options. And even though if you're facing more problems, you can always contact the ACCA support. ACCA student support is one of the best. Whenever I have any issues personally, I contact them and I get a reply within 1 to 2 days. So that is something that is very commendable of ACCA, and I shall be I'll actually put that email address of the student contract in the description, so you have all the resources here. So this video should act as all the resources that you need for rebooking and canceling your examination. And as I just said, important deadlines to keep in mind. Refund deadline: once you have paid for the exam, you can have a refund. Yes, you can have a refund, provided that you cancelled your exam before 20th September, as I just said. Now, session dates, you have to keep in mind that you can always you'll be rebooking your exam to the next week only, and not more than that. Okay, so if you want a date like in third week or fourth week of that particular month, it doesn't happen, because ACCA needs 4 to 5 weeks to check your papers, right? So if we have given the examination in September attempt, we will be getting the result in on 16th October. So you have to keep that in mind. Now there are some FAQs that came up, that usually come in students' minds. So can I reschedule an exam? No, you must have a valid reason, obviously. You cannot just reschedule that. I didn't want to give the examination, so I'll just reschedule it. As I just said, that you have your exam at 12 and you woke up at 9 and still said, yeah, nah, I don't want to give the examination. So that doesn't work. As I just said, the proctor should be satisfied that you had a technical glitch. And even if you weren't able to contact with the proctor, you should have a valid proof that supports your claim that yeah, you had a technical glitch. Can I switch between paper-based? Okay. If you have booked a remote-based examination and you want to rebook it to a center-based examination, you cannot do that. First of all, why you cannot do that is because the number of seats in centers are very much limited, and if you have chosen to sit for a remote-based examination, you can only sit for a remote-based examination. You cannot switch to center. So, and you cannot switch a center examination to remote. So that is something you have to keep in mind. Can I refer? Sorry for that. Can I request a refund if I do not want to reschedule? Yes, you can request a refund through canceling your examination. The credits, that is 135 GBP, shall be credited to your account, and you can use those credits while booking for the next session, that is the December, or as the case may be, right? So next steps, as you all know, that you can rebook your examination. The ACCA examination process can be stressful, and the situation wherein you face the technical difficulty could be more stressful than the examination. I can understand that. So here are certain options that are available through ACCA. And in case I missed any option, or you think that, or in case you have any more questions regarding rebooking or canceling the examination, remote-based examination, do let me know in the comment section. I would be happy to help. So thank you for watching, and this was Ashwin Bansal, and the next video would be on mitigating circumstances. Now, what are mitigating circumstances and how do you file for one? I'll be telling it in my next video. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.